Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Masters Tokyo pre-event press conference. We are joined today by Nats from TL, Boaster from Fnatic, Forsaken from Paper Rex, and Sadak from Loud. We will start the press conference with some pre-submitted questions. So first question goes to Boaster from Ashir at the Spike GG. Does winning lock-in and then placing second in the EMEA League add extra pressure to perform extraordinarily at the event? And if so, how are you navigating it?
No, I don't think we have any pressure. We're just kind of enjoying the atmosphere within the team, and that just so happens to have us winning as well. So, well, until the last game versus this guy, but yeah, we're just kind of enjoying the moment and the process, and we're just trying to get better and improve. And if that means that we're going to win this event, then, you know, we're going to be very happy over here at Fnatic, but we'll play it day by day, game by game.
Thank you. Next question goes to Sadak from the Spike GG. After competing through the Americas League and exacting dominance over the rest of the teams, how prepared do you feel to take on the best in the world?
I think we're feeling really good after winning the VCT. We still have a lot to improve for sure, because the games were, even though we won 3-0, it was really close. And yeah, we'll just keep preparing, keep practicing, and giving our best.
I think what you need to do is play Chamber on every map, because on Bind, you were kind of owning it. We watched it.
I agree 100%.
All right, thank you. We will now switch over to remote media. If you have questions for our players here, please use the Zoom hand raise feature. First question goes to Bo from Rendezvous.
Hi, this question is for Sahak. How has it been seeing your team change the entire meta in Valorant currently with Viper and Harbor? And do you think that these other teams understand it as well as you do, or is there more to be shown with the comp?
I think we did a pretty good job after the meta changes, for sure, and we had some really good ideas and people adapted really well. I think right now there's a lot of people that have used it really well, the composition even better than us. Yeah, it's part of the game. Like, we invented it, doesn't mean we are the best at it, right? So we're still working on it and trying to be better.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Elizabeth from the Score Esports.
Hi, this question is for Forsaken. Paperthin, a commentator, said on Reddit 11 days ago that he heard behind the scenes after finals that you made most of the calls. A media outlet also points to you being the IGL. However, a few weeks back, Devi said on the broadcast that despite rumors that he was the shot caller, it's primarily duelists who call, and it's a bit more of a shared role. Can you provide any clarity on who has the role of in-game leader, and if there is no dedicated person, who calls when?
To be honest, in my team, everyone called, but on the grand finals before against DRX, like mostly like map bind, because on map bind I made a lot of like strategy for my team. So mostly I called on map bind, and the rest I still calls, but like I call on like early round. So like mid round, maybe like Dabai will take the call, or like the duelist. So
For moving forward in this event, will you be calling?
I mean, I'll say I will be calling, because every time I talk a lot, my coach said if I talk a lot, if I call, I will play better. So I think I will call.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you. Next question from VLRGG.
All right, thank you. This question is for Forsaken. During the Pacific split, we have seen you switch roles from a primarily duelist to a more flexible role in initiators and sentinels, with something unlikely to join for Tokyo in case if that happened. Will you stay within those two roles with cigarettes, or are you going to switch back to duelist? Thank you.
I'll say it depends on the map, because we play like either one duelist or two duelists, right? But yeah, actually it just depends on the map. But mostly I think if something is not here, I will be taking his role back to duelist, but still depends on the map. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next question goes to Rabia from Jinx Esports TV.
Hello everyone. My question is for Boaster. Last time when I had a chat with Kamik, I asked him about the map rotation, like which map he wants to be fixed, and his answer was Pearl. Though Riot took out Icebox from the pool, Pearl has still received a bunch of changes. So my question here is, do you think the new changes deal with the issues the map had? I mean, the opinions are individual, but I just wanted your thoughts on it.
Well, as you know, here at Fnatic, we love Pearl. But I'd say, yeah, Coach Minnie and I, we did have a little quick run around together, holding hands, looking at all the new sceneries and all the new changes. I think it does make the map, I think it stops that kind of everyone wanting to do that kind of Harbor Viper comp, I think. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure how much of it will change, but it will change the kind of post-plant meta, and also being able to kind of hide behind that screens will change how people execute the sites, because beforehand it was like, as long as the left side's clear, all you have to do is nuke everything on the right and take it. So yeah, I think there's some big changes. Who knows what you might see from Fnatic? Maybe we start whipping it out. Yeah, I'm talking about Pearl. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much and good luck for the tournament.
Thanks. Cheers.
Thank you. Next question goes to People's Esports.
Post you have a lot of fans, and whenever I search Valorant videos on Bilibili, of seeing always pop up. Once a question, be prepared to give us more.
Yeah. I think I heard on Bilibili when I do the Chinese songs, when I do a little sing song. Yeah, I've got loads. I guess on to be fair, my Spotify playlist is just Mando Pop, and it's just like, oh, if I like that, I'll add it to my my proper playlist, and then I just kind of spam listen. I've got a few lined up for after Tokyo, and I'm trying to also prepare like a Japanese song as well, but it's a bit harder because I don't know Japanese as well, so it takes me a bit longer to learn them. But yeah, it's just something I like doing. I like singing, and it just so happens to there's a lot of songs I like there as well, so it's like a match made in heaven.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Ryan at Esports ID.
Thank you. Question for Team Liquid. Do you think being #1 EMEA team will add extra pressure for you in the playoffs? And also, with the champion spot for EMEA, this haven't been decided yet. I mean, there is 4 teams in EMEA. Do you think that the other 2 EMEA teams in groups will make it to the playoffs? And what are your expectations for them?
So about winning the EMEA, I think I don't think it's going to create a lot of pressure on us. It gives us the confidence now after the lock-in. So we prove to ourselves, we prove to everyone that we can play better game by game. We show to everyone that we're not the team that's who just you can win without any chances. So about the team, I think Boster is going to agree with me. So yeah, if I would be happy if both of the teams will go to the playoffs, but if someone accidentally will lose, yeah, 3 of us will go to the champs. But yeah, I wish good luck to everyone. I hope everyone will show a great performance. If both of them will qualify to playoffs, we're gonna fight for that spots to the champs.
I hope one of them loses, just to make life easier. You know, like we don't want to do blooming the playoffs whilst also thinking about champions. It would just be nice to think about the Tokyo Masters.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from, sorry, I'm going to say this really awkwardly. Nalali Hardware Views Latam.
Hello. My question is for Boaster. So we know that this master has a great level. So I would like to know, as an AGL, which team of this master do you consider the most difficult to read, and how you prepared yourselves to give a good performance in this role?
Well, first off, it's a shame Leviathan didn't manage to make it, but that's how it goes with competition. But here, which team do I find the hardest to read? Honestly, I think it's Fnatic. I don't know what we're doing nowadays. No, I'm trying to think. I guess like every team has their own play styles, and some play styles work better against us, and other play styles don't work as well against us. Obviously, with our roster now, we have more consistency against both. I know for a fact Leo wants to play Paper X to get his revenge because he's been talking about it for the past few months here. But I guess the hardest to read. Yeah, I actually don't, not in an egotistical way, but I don't think anyone's super hard to read. Just because it's the way kind of Valorant is set out. Like you can find easier reads based on utility and where agents are. So then you're like, oh, they're doing this, I guess, potentially. But you know, some teams like to mix it up, and those teams are the scarier ones, I'd say, the ones that have that kind of deep playbook. Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck in the competition.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question for Sons of KS Latam.
Thank you very much. Can I ask my question to Sadak in Spanish?
Yes.
Muchas gracias. Hola Sadak, vienes de una muy buena racha del BCT Américas y la última vez que te enfrentaste con Fnatic, fue en el Lock-in de Brasil. ¿Crees que escuchando sus respuestas en esta conferencia el resultado vaya a ser diferente?
Realmente es difícil de decir porque pueden pasar muchas cosas en el torneo. Me gustaría decir que sí, que si nos enfrentamos a ellos vamos a poder ganar en el futuro, pero realmente no lo sé. Tenemos que esperar y ver.
Muito obrigado por responder.
Gracias.
Thank you. Next question from Commend.
Hi there. My question is for Forsaken. I was just wondering, with Benkai sadly not playing in this tournament, is there anyone lined up to take over the walkout duties?
I would say maybe not, because I think only Benkai can do that. Unlucky. So yeah, I think.
True. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Brandon Esports GG.
Thank you, Amas. This to Sadak. It was an incredible year coming off of, the Champions victory last year, and now already qualifying for Champions this year after winning VCT Americas, not having to worry about that spot later on. Do you feel like being on cruise control at all, or are you taking every game kind of as seriously as you would, if you still had to qualify for Champions?
I mean, we're taking every game seriously. Of course, it is a relief knowing that we are qualified for Champions, but like every tournament is a tournament, right? Like we're gonna give it our best and try to win, try to have fun and to learn here to get to Champions the best way possible. So yeah, it is a relief, but at the same time, we are taking it really seriously.
Thank you. Next question from Elizabeth at The Score Esports.
Hi, my question is actually from Najib from ESTNN for Forsaken. So I'm asking this on behalf of them. Can you give us some background behind the decision to bench Benkai, especially considering something maybe late to arrive in Tokyo?
To be honest, we decided to bench Benkai, and it was team and our coach decision as well, and it's because of a role clash as well. But I don't know much detail. If you want to know about like the details, I think you can ask Alex, our coach, in the next conference. Yeah, so that's why we decided to bench Benkai.
All right, thank you so much.
We can make it easier. We can just say bench Kai.
Bench.
It's like but 2 words for one.
Good call, Boaster. Good call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Renato.
Hi, my question is for Sadak. Can I do it in Spanish?
Yes.
¿Qué tal, Sadak? Bueno, mi pregunta es básicamente sobre, hubieron ciertas dudas con la otra al principio del año por todos los cambios que hubo en el roster, pero ya en este punto creo que han demostrado que son de los mejores equipos del mundo sin duda alguna. Y tú siendo parte importante, ya no solo de este roster, sino del equipo del año pasado, ¿qué crees que es lo que ha permitido que Loud continúe con esta línea ascendente y pues siga teniendo unos buenos resultados, ¿no? A pesar del cambio de roster.
Yo creo que fueron muchas cosas diferentes, no podría decir que fue una con precisión, creo que fue muchísimo, primero que los chicos son muy talentosos, también trabajamos muchísimo y hay un muy buen ambiente, entonces quizás todo eso junto hizo que tengamos unos buenos resultados. Así que quizás si continuamos con esa fórmula vamos a llegar más lejos, así que creo que diría que es eso.
Thank you. Next question from
Gracias.
next question from Diego at Hardware Views Latam.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm gonna ask to Sadak, and I prefer if you can respond in Spanish. I only want to know what is the advice then you can give to all the people that actually is giving to see the BTC from Latam, the players that actually are practice and training a lot to be in your level. What do you recommend to him to be in your position? Because you are at this moment, you are the most played and actually Latam and following you. So it's interesting to them to understand how to be like you because you are a pro. Thank you.
Yo diría que para la gente que me admira, que quiere llegar en la posición en la que estoy, diría que es mucho trabajo, mucho sacrificio y lo más importante es tener paciencia y entender a las personas con lo que está jugando, porque no son herramientas, son personas. Entonces, cuando una persona desarrolla empatía, desarrolla liderazgo, lo más importante para llegar en el top es mantenerse humano, entender que las personas son difíciles, que el día a día es difícil y tener paciencia y mucha empatía y sacrificio.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you. Next question from Bo Rendezvous. Bo, are you there?
Hi, this question is for Nats. You have, of course, stuck with Cypher in the Killjoy meta. Do you think people are sleeping on Cypher, or is it something that fits your skill set better while it's not necessarily better?
Yeah, I think people that are going to start playing Cypher, they're just going to fall asleep instantly. While you're playing towards B side and they're going towards A side 10 times, what you're going to do. But yeah, about Cypher and Killjoy, we already saw Killjoy on the Haven in the grand final. So what happened in the grand final on the Haven? Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so we saw already Killjoy won, so might be Killjoy gonna happen next time. But yeah, I still prefer Cypher anyway because I start playing on that agent and I feel more comfortable on that agent. I still think that I can do more. It's anyway a bit different play styles on that two different agents because on Killjoy you're fighting, on Cypher you're doing other stuff. But yeah, it's more about what's comfortable, what's not.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Next question from Rabia Jinx Esports TV.
Hello again. My question is for Sadak. You mentioned during the Americas final that Les was the IGL against NRG. So my question here is it going to be the case going forward in Masters as well, or was that some sort of experiment that you guys did?
I mean, he wasn't like 100% IGL, and he was helping me with the calls. He was more like a second caller in a way. And I think, yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. We've been doing it for a while, but that was the first time he was IGL in a final, in a really important final. So, and it was really great. So we're gonna just keep doing it for sure.
Great. Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ryan at Esports ID.
Thank you. I will ask question per second in bahasa Indonesia. Selamat siang, Jason. setelah berhasil mendapatkan gelar internasional pertama untuk PaperX di VSP Pacific, apakah ini akan menjadi momentum untuk mendapatkan gelar berikutnya, dan juga apakah ada tekanan tambahan untuk mendapatkan trofi pertama bagi tim region Asia atau Pasifik di level global?
Tentu kalau dibilang momentum, pasti ya, soalnya kita di RX kayak kryptonite kita banget dari dulu kan, nggak pernah menang, dan sekarang kita bisa menang turnamennya. Dan kalau dibilang momentum, pasti momentum karena confidence kita naik lagi pas kita menangin turnamen yang di grand final against DRX. Dan tentunya kita bakal try our best buat bisa menangin di token ini dan bisa nambahin slot di Pacific nantinya. So ya.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you. We'll open the floor for on-site media questions now.
会場で質問のある方、ここでお願いします。
ゲームスパークの岡野と申します。フナティックのボスタ選手に質問があります。昨年について半年ぶりの日本はまずどうでしょうか？楽しんでいますか？
This question is for Boaster. You've been in Japan 6 months ago and you came back now. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, it's great to be back. The last time I was here, I had a lot of fun and I enjoyed it a lot, traveling to some sites, and I plan to do that again after this event. So I'm hoping that we stay in the event till the end. So then it means that the week after I get to spend time in, but to be fair, it doesn't matter if we do get knocked out because I'll just have to spend more time and find more sites to see. But that's what I've got scheduled right now. Event and then sightseeing.
戻ってこれてすごく嬉しいです。日本楽しくて前回も観光したんですけれども、今回も観光する予定でいます。ゲームがすべて終わって最終のファイナルの方まで残って、その後に観光するというのが今の予定なんですけれども、もし負けてしまったとしても、観光の時間が伸びるだけだなというふうに思っています。
あとココイチには行きましたか
？Did you go to Kokoichi?
Had it on the first day.
Yeah?
Yeah. As soon as I got there, I ordered it. Yeah. It was very nice.
とても美味しかったです。
ありがとうございます。ちょっと真面目な質問なんですけれども、EMEA リーグでは準優勝でしたが、どのような反省を生かしてこのマスターズ東京へ臨むのでしょうか？
You finished second on the EMEA League. What kind of what is your plan going forward? Finishing second in the EMEA?
I think we had a great run, and I'm kind of happy that we actually did lose before coming, because I was a bit worried that the boys were, you know, like we go into this event without losing. Yeah, it looks great, but some of the wins we had, I thought they should have been losses. So losing in the finals in the way that we did was good. I think it helped with getting ready for this event, and this is the event that matters. No, but yeah,
that's why we're not playing Kildred.
Yeah, he's going back to Cypher.
EMEA のリーグで2位になってしまったというのは非常に残念ではあるんですけれども、この大会に来る前に、ずっと勝ったまま来るのではなくて、一生負けてきたというのはすごくこの大会にとっていいというふうに捉えています。ちょっと勘違いをしていた部分というのもチームメイトの中で感じられた部分があったので、その負けを糧にこの大会でいい結果を残すということができるのではないかと思っています。
Okay, thank you. Right.
ありがとうございます。Started.
Hi, Sergio here with the Platchat Media Conglomerate. This one's for Nats. You've played with Redgar for years now. How has his calling changed on Liquid, and how much of that has been altered by Safe being in the team as well?
So I would say that his calling changed way different. So how it was in Gambit and now. So in Gambit, he was more like as an IGL, and he was doing a lot of mid calls because we were more like listening him in the most of the situations. Now we have a Safe in the team. I also start talking in the mid calling sometimes. So in that case, he is doing the start of the call, and the mid round could call everyone. So like everyone in the team. And also Safe is doing a lot of job on the duelist. He's calling all of the abilities that he needs. He's calling everything what he wants to take. And that kind of things also allow us to create a more map space. And Yeah, so in that case, it's a bit different because in previous team he was doing more stuff. Now he is doing less because teammates is doing more.
Appreciate that. Thank you. This one for Boaster. You said earlier that you'd be happier if one of the other EMEA teams lost in groups.
Damn right.
If you were the dictator of this tournament and you got to craft a script, which team would you pick to lose in groups?
I can't rat both.
So both losing.
Yeah. To be fair, I can't choose one because there's players from both that I like. I think just even if they do make it to the playoffs, then so be it. Game on. Let's have a good show. But obviously, yeah, if one of them loses, then nice, good.
There was a lot of talk about on your run, you guys kind of being able to cruise through without having to show too much stuff. We've seen other teams really develop their compositions, change a lot of stuff. Is it safe to say that you're hiding things?
Oh, we've been cooking. We have been cooking. Just you wait, mate. Our first game, everyone's going to be shocked at some of the stuff we're whipping out.
You're going to be playing Cypher.
No, to be fair, it's just it's funny because people say we don't really change much or add much, but it's just little details that gets missed. We're always kind of mixing up and kind of trying to find how to best play, but you'll just have to wait for our first game and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you. I had a question for Sadak. You said earlier that in terms of teams playing Harbor Viper, you didn't really consider your team like playing it the best. So are there other teams where you appreciate like a certain element of how they play it, or other teams where you've like stolen stuff to add to your own gameplay after they've mirrored the comp that you started?
Well, yeah, for sure. I think EG and NRG are playing it really well. NRG especially in Burr, and EG, even though we defeat them like 13-0, they've been improving a lot on that map, and yeah, we can see like I don't know. I was really surprised the way NRG was playing Harbor on Bind, for example. Like that was really cool. We didn't apply it, but it was a really good idea. That's why I'm saying like they get the concepts and they are applying it in a different way, and that's really interesting.
And one more question for you, Sadak. Could you describe Les as a teammate a little bit? He's not somebody that we, as like the English-speaking audience, have really had too much interaction with, but he's gone from being a rookie that came straight into your team, found success immediately at Masters Reykjavik, and now is developed into one of the veterans of the squad that's helping you lead. So from your perspective of playing with him right from the beginning of his like Valorant career, can you describe how that development has been for him?
Yeah, for sure. At the beginning, he was a really bad player. He was really bad. Also, he wasn't a leader, but he had a lot of potential, right? And after the changes we had with Sassy and Pancada, he really stepped up. Like he really wanted to show what he learned throughout the year, and he really wanted to lead. He wanted to lead the new young players. And I've been teaching him a lot of things, like not about the game, but more about like how to be a leader, how to deal with people, how to improve in that way. And he's been doing it great. Like it's not much that you see he does different in the game, but it's more like outside. He helps me a lot with the guys, helps me a lot to maintain the morale of the team. So he's been really helpful throughout the whole year.
Thank you. I got one question for Forsaken as well, and then I'm finished. But Forsaken, you made a swap halfway through the season, moving from Duelist to Flex. What was behind that whole pivot? Because prior to that, all the players on your team had talked about how good you were at so many different agents, but all I ever saw you play was Jet and Reyna, and now you're playing everything, literally everything. So what caused the shift?
I mean, I don't know, but I felt like whenever I play like the other agents, like for example, Initiator, Sentinel, it just like I become more and more disciplined. And whenever I play Duelist, it's like my brain is like totally like that. I just shoot people and I don't care, you know. So I like about the game. I really know about the game, how to play, how to like how to say. I mean, for me, it's like moving to like flex role is new for me, and it's really hard. but I'm still like learn to the other pro player as well. I still watch like a lot of like votes from them. I still learn, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep the flexible role.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other on-site media questions? All right, well, that will conclude our third press conference. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.